Okay, so 'n klein huisie vol reën het geval, nee. En jou eerste verband lê daar by jou buurman. Hoe gaan jy hom terugkry en hoe gaan jy die pad regkry? As hy. Jy korte dik padskraper. Ek praat hierso met Jeremiah. Hy gaan my meer vertel presies hoe werk die besigheid. Waar alles, dis 'n nuwe ding wat hulle het, wat hulle launch hier by Nampo. So kom ons luister 'n bietjie. Woep. Jeremiah, how are you?
I'm good, thanks in yourself.
No, I'm good, thanks.
No, that's good.
Right, okay, so behind you is the new Bell G140.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more. Which one is the model that this one replaces?
Okay, so this is our new grader. Previously we used to just distribute other brand, but this is the first Bell grader.
Yeah.
Designed by Bell. So this is our G140.
Yes.
Okay, this is the smaller one of the lot. So the G140 has got the G140 Eco, which is a smaller where we downsize on the stuff for economic customers. And then this is the, and then we do have the G140 6x6.
Yes.
We have the G160. And then the G160 as well does come with the other one that is the G160 6x6. And then we also have G200 and a G200 6x6.
So what is the 140? What is the 160? Is that the horsepower or what?
So the 140 is just the names that we give to the machines. But when you're looking in terms of the power, this gives you 179 kilowatts of power.
Yes.
The G140. The G160 will give you 209 kilowatts of power.
Yeah.
And then the bigger one, which is the G200, will give you 231 kilowatts of power.
And I'm guessing then everything else is also upgraded a little bit bigger, a little bit.
Yes. So this is machine. It's this one is 21 tons, which is quite a heavy machine as compared to competition. And then the 160 you will get it 22 tons. And then the 200 it's up to 23 tons. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you look at if you look in the front there, you can see that I mean this C frame here is much more beefed up.
Yeah.
You know, which is bigger than the competition. And then if you come around here we have our sealed slew ring. So it's a sealed bearing that you find here, which gives you less maintenance on the machine. You only do the greasing at this grease point at every 500 hours.
You're lying to me. Only every 500 hours?
Only at every 500 hours they can only do the service.
And that's versus the traditional, how long do you service that?
Yeah, this is the traditional that has got the insets underneath here, the brass insets, which are very expensive. At every 400 hours you need to replace, and are very costly. Here is just a grease at every 500 hours. I mean, if you go to competition, you'll probably find that if they have to fit this, it will cost them close to R500,000 to fit this seal bearing. But with us, it's a standard on the machine.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That makes a big difference. So, what was when they went out and they designed the machine? What was the brief? Almost that was given to them in terms of this is what we want to create and this is how you need to do it.
Okay, we focused on firstly we need to give the market the premium grader, which was the gap in the market. We didn't have many premium graders. If you see there's lots of small graders.
Yes.
That does not meet the requirements for most of the maintenance, mining and a lot of heavy construction machineries. Yeah, so we took that in mind. Number two, we thought about the operator, that machine should be, the economics on the machine should be very good, because the operator spends a lot of time in that machine. So if you give them the better economics so they can reach out everything easy for them, that means they will be able to stay longer inside the machine.
And it's all about productivity.
It has to be a very productive machine. And with a grader, the biggest thing you need to think about is precision.
Yeah.
Hence we went with that seal slew rim, because it does not wear out and then you need to readjust every now and then. So we went with something that will give our customers precision. So we designed it with precision and the operator in mind, and also reducing cost. Hence we went with this type of design, plus the engine we're using the Cummins.
Yeah.
which is a low maintenance engine.
When you say Cummins, you've got me already.
So your Cummins, they give you they are very fuel efficient.
Yeah,
it's combined with your.
Can we open up here?
Yeah, we can open up. It's coupled up with the ZF transmission.
Yes.
Yes. So the combination between the two gives you a very good fuel efficiency.
And this one is a 4x4, eh?
Yeah, this one is a 6x4 machine.
6x4, sorry,
yes. Yeah, this is a 6x4 machine. And these tandems, we designed them at Bell.
Yes.
And then we have our automatic death lock. Yeah, so which means it can engage and disengage on the go. And then when you're turning, it protects itself by disengaging during the turning. And when you increase the speed and then you're loading the truck, the machine.
When you forget it on, that's the problem.
Yeah, and then you forget it on, it will kick out on its own.
Awesome.
Yeah, so, and then when you look at the cooling system, we've got the coolers designed in a box shape. You know, so on both sides, it will pull from this side and pull from that side. The fan will pull there and then push from the back to the back.
Push it from the back. That's
push it to the back. And it's a proportional fan, and it's cool on demand. So as the temperature increases, then the speed increases and the temperature drops, it also drops. Okay, and it's also reversible so that it can clean itself. So after, you can set it like 30 minutes, after 30 minutes it blows back and then it cleans on its own.
Awesome. So it's got a fully reversible fan in there as well.
Yes, it's a fully reversible fan. And then here on the Ripper, we're using a parallelogram design. Okay.
Yes.
And with this, you maintain almost a constant angle of ripping.
Is there almost the angle of attack?
Yes. So it stays. It moves down flat and then it maintains the same angle as almost constant when you're ripping.
So basically it goes in like that. You don't get this.
Not at an angle. It goes flat down. But the other biggest winner on it is we made it in a way that when you're stowing it, it tucks deep and behind the machine, and then gives you a better angle of departure. So during loading and then you're going off the ramp, it doesn't scrape at the bottom.
See, so that helps a lot.
It helps a lot in that regard.
Okay, so come show me the cab. I want to see a little bit here inside. Okay. Or is there some engine that side? Yeah,
on the engine bay, we grouped all the filters and all the service points, you know, for easy maintenance.
That's awesome. Yeah. Because usually, you know, the engineers tend to forget about the mechanics. Eh?
Yes, that becomes a problem. So with this one here, we group them so that you can be able to do a service quicker. You know, at the end of the day, you don't want too much downtime.
Yeah.
You know, you want production more than anything.
All right. So yes. You can get in there and then I'll follow you.
Okay.
Okay. So now, let me just get in here. All right. So what are we looking at here?
Okay. So what we did when we need designing, we wanted to get this visibility here. Like where I'm sitting right now, I cannot see the handlebar.
Yeah.
So we tucked it right behind the pillar there.
I hear you.
Yes.
That.
Yeah. So it gives you a better visibility of the.
It's all about seeing that there.
Yeah. You want to see the blade. You want to see your draft frame. You want to see your wheel so that you don't drive on top of the windrows.
Yes.
Yeah. So visibility.
Now you're lying to me. You're calling that a windrow as well.
Yeah.
But it's ground. But you're calling it a windrow.
It's a windrow.
Yeah. You see, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and then also like I said, we wanted everything to be in one place.
Yes.
This is the same as what we've done in the ADT, so it's long with this one, so the operator can find everything here.
Awesome.
This is the one where you can control your screen.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a B drive, and this is
now the screen.
The screen, so you can control everything from there.
And then and then you've got your basic handles.
Your basic antlers. You can actually pull the whole angler rack back and then
just push it back again. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it moves depending where you want it, where you're going to be comfortable. That's what we wanted to do for the operator. So
that's
it's
awesome.
Right on
you
your
see
head.
From there, goes down all the way.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So but here's an interesting thing. Okay, so I did a auction 3 years back, I can't remember.
Yeah.
And there was a grader, I can't even remember the make,
which
didn't have a steering wheel.
Okay.
And They said that someone told me they totally missed the South African market with that because we want a steering wheel.
Yes. So normally when we're going to be having another machine with the joystick controls, but we're still going to keep the steering wheel. I mean, you got lots of operators when, even if he's using joysticks, but when you're loading the machine, you don't want to be just sitting holding on the joystick. We normally used to holding the steering wheel.
So it's then basically working with the machine, the joysticks works better, but when you get to on the road and everything, steering wheel is better.
Yeah, and when you're reversing, normally what you do, you hold here and then, you look at the back there. Yeah, but we have an option of the reverse camera that will come up there. Yeah, so if the customer orders a reverse camera, they'll be able to mount it up there.
Awesome.
Yeah, so with this transmission here, we have what a shuttle shift system. So you can actually put it on forward, and then you put it first, second, fourth, or you can just put it on D. And then if you want to go to reverse, you don't have to go to neutral or stop. You can just throw it in reverse, and then it will slow down on its own and reverse.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it shuttle shifts, so that improves efficiency.
It's basically got a torque converter, then just forward, reverse, and there you go.
It improves the efficiency very much, the system.
And then just in terms of, let me just get down here without injuring something.
Okay.
Okay, so the widths that I didn't get it at in terms of the blade and so forth.
Okay, the G140 sits at 14-foot blade.
Yeah.
But the smaller one machine that we build and that we call the Eco will have two 14-foot blade. And then G160 will have also the 14-foot blade, but 27-inch up. This one is 24-inch. And then when you go into the G200, it'll have 16-foot blade with the 27-inch height.
Okay, so and then, but that's for the different sizes of machines.
Yes.
I don't have with the G140, this is the size of blade that I get in each machine. The blades are fixed.
Yeah, this is a standard one, 14-foot, 24-inch, but you have an option to improve it to 14-foot, 27-inch.
Quick question.
Yeah.
What does the warranty and that look like on this?
Yeah, the warranty will be 1 year unlimited hours.
Yeah, 1 year unlimited hours on the thing.
Yes.
So you're now incentivizing me to go and work this thing.
Yes. Go and work it, enjoy it, get what money's worth.
Awesome, Jeremiah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Right, sir. Dit is Jeremiah van Bell. Okay. As jy belangstel in hulle nuwe reeks, padskrapers, graders, kom met hulle in kontak. Linkie bo vir onder. Of as jy Nampo toe kom draai 'n bietjie. Dit is nie so moeilik om te kry nie. Gaan net daar na daai geel gebou toe. Dis van Farmspace af. Tot volgende keer. Groete.